What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Umineko, episode 3. Normally I like to give a quick recap of the previous recording session whenever I come back, but I don't want to think about the previous recording session. But where we immediately left off, however, Battler and Beatrice were, at odds with each other, and then Ronove had mentioned to Beatrice that Battler just doesn't, doesn't feel the same in his talks with Ronove compared to his talks with Beatrice, and that got Beatrice all excited that potentially she could patch up their friendship, put that in quotes. And then this scene, and then we opened up to Rudolph talking to Kyrie, and that's where we're picking up. So, without further ado, let's continue. Kyrie called Rudolph out into the corridor. It was obvious that she wanted to talk about something that she didn't want the others to hear. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Interesting.
It was
only natural that Nazi was yelling about recklessness. After all, Rudolph had said he was going to the mansion to get food. Certainly, on top of their fatigue, their hunger was tormenting them. In the beginning, a mild level of hunger had been just what they needed to fight off drowsiness. However, it now just made their minds hazy, since it was still only midday, and their bodies felt like they were reaching their limits. The thought of going to the kitchen in the mansion, bringing back some food, certainly was attractive.
But
fuck your heart. Yeah, sure. Yeah, of course, Kyrie is gonna fucking stroke his ego like, yeah, Mr. Big Leader Man, you stay here and, be Mr. Big Leader Man. Me and Rudolph, however. I don't think you're gonna get Hideyoshi to leave. Hideyoshi's kinda preoccupied. That's why he wants to bring Hideyoshi, so that we have 2 guns. Especially 2 men. Yeah, 2 men, both with guns. See, Kyrie knows what's up. See, they've been thinking this through. Oh. Hideyoshi's happy to join in. Okay. Not what I was expecting. I was expecting to be like, oh, I need to stay here and look over Ava. Though I suppose he probably sees, the food as another way of being able to help Ava, so can't blame him. You may not look, sir, you're beefy as hell. What do you mean you don't look pretty strong? Like, you don't just look, you don't look fat, my guy. Like, sure, you're a bit wide, but, there's definitely some muscle under there. I can tell, my guy. I can tell, alright? You may have a bit of a gut going on, but no. I can tell you're a beefy fella. Don't you worry about it.
力仕事は任せてえな。
Yeah.
男性は護衛役に徹してくれていいの。使用人室に折りたたみ式の台車があったから、それを使えば私一人で
Wait,
も
what
十分
Twilight
に
are
食
we
料
on?
が運べるわ。
Hold up, hold up, hold up. You're sending 3 of them out. What Twilight are we on? Hold up, hold up, hold up. So the first 6 were Kinzo plus the servants. Okay. This was the second Twilight. Okay, so we're only on the second Twilight. So which means we still need, well, third Twilight, those will be named, fourth, the second Twilight will tear apart the 2 that are close. The third Twilight, something about my name. Fourth Twilight, something remains. And then 5th through 8, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 4 more, right? One sec, I can actually check this shit. Yeah, praise my noble name. No, okay, 4 through 8. 4 through 8, so it's... There's still 5 more. Okay. So these 3 would... Point being, these 3 would not be enough to satisfy the Twilights. They still need 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Okay. Interessante. But I'm pretty sure they're not gonna make it out of there. Very curious where we go from here, though. Because Ava Beatrice promised not to kill any of Ava's family. We know that. So that should mean... So actually, that should mean that Hideyoshi should be safe as long as Ava Beatrice actually holds up her end of the bargain to the actual Ava. Also, the last conversation we had with Ava Beatrice was... She said when she was talking to, you know, this Beatrice, was that she cooked up some kind of special plan to try to lure them out so that she could attack them. I'm guessing this whole food situation is part of that. So I'm pretty sure we're probably going to lose Rudolph and Kyrie, and potentially Hideyoshi if Ava Beatrice, you know, gives in to the power and doesn't keep up her end of the bargain. We'll see about Hideyoshi. But, I don't know, I'm pretty sure Rudolph and Kyrie are fucked here.
もちろん用心はする。そしてこの冒険を一度だけ成功させれば、私たちはここを出る危険を冒す必要はないの。なんとか考え直せませんか。皆さんに空腹を強いるのは心苦しいですがしかし今の外は何が起こるか分かりません。
Aw, Nazi. Trying to look out for everyone's well-being. I love you.
用心するで。それにエヴァはだいぶ体調が悪いんや。空腹にはできん。
Okay, yeah. I kind of figured that was part of his motivation. It's like hoping the food would be some assistance to Ava. However, you know, kind of leaving Ava on her own, which is kind of like the opposite of what she wanted, may actually, you know, make Ava Beatrice stronger, which you don't actually realize, obviously, but still, I can kind of see things are going to happen here.
胃袋が空っぽじゃ飲める薬も飲めんわ。エヴァのためにもわしは出かけにはならんのや。
エヴァの具合はどうなんだね。
ようやく寝入ってくれたとこや。熱も高い。しばらくそっとしたってや。
妻の体調があっては座してもいられんか。
He's not standing still. The man's standing up to act. Man saying, hey, my wife's in poor health, so I need to fucking get on my feet. I need to fucking crack down, try to help out any way I can. If that means put my life on the line to get some food back to her, I gotta do what I gotta do. That's because my man Hideyoshi is a goddamn king.
わかった。
See? Kraus gets it. Even though he's kind of a piece of shit to his own wife, he gets it.
外出を許可しよう。
You know what? As long as he understands. I like that. I hate the fact that he understands, but he still won't treat his own wife with any respect. But you know what? He understands.
じゃあ俺たちはさっくりと行ってくるぜ。スピード勝負だ。缶詰は OK だよな。 缶切りくれこっちにあるよね。
はい、缶切りと栓抜きはあります。
ゲストハウスに水道があるから飲み物は不要よね。10人分もあるんだから好き嫌いは言わせないわ。
よっしゃ、だだって走ってってさっさと持ってこようやないか。傘なんてさしてる暇あらへんで。
じゃあ兄貴、留守番を頼むぜ。
気をつけてな。本当ならば自分も生きとい。男に生まれながらこのような急場で力を貸せぬ長男の肩書きが恨めしい。
こういう時くらいしか俺らには見せ場がないのさ。たまには譲って兄貴はのんびりしてろい。じゃあな、夏日さん、タオルの準備でもして待っててくれ。傘はささねえから濡れネズミで帰ってくるぜ。
わかりました。お気をつけて。
Wait a minute. 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What if that's the move? What if that's the move? I doubt. Well, no. Would Badler be one of the Twilights, though? He's usually someone who survives till the very end of the story. And then, when the witch revives, none are left alive. That's when he usually ends up dying off. But I'm thinking, because, Ava Beatrice's whole plan about luring them out. Once these three are gone, you got Nanjo, Kraus, Natsuhi, and Jessica. All there. Like, I'm sure these three are all together right now, so that makes that a bit difficult, but still. All those four are in the guest house, separated. These two are in the mansion, separated. So I'm pretty sure like any combo of those. My guess right now is it's these 5. These 2 get offed somehow. These 2 and Nanjo get taken out somehow. And then of course, assuming Ava Beatrice's stays true to her word, these 3 should live to the end. And then if these 3 are grouped together, I'm assuming they're gonna stay close to each other then. That these 2 should probably wind up okay in the end. At least until they get to the very end. That's where my theory lies now. These 5 are the next to go. We'll see. We'll see. Rudolph, Kiria, and Hideyoshi, each leaving their own brave words behind, left the lobby. Compared to the time Rosa and Maria had gone outside, the winds were much stronger. Rudolph's group of 3 people jogged through the rose garden without umbrellas, holding their guns in a folded cart. If everything had been still and quiet without the wind and the rain, they'd probably have kept their ears open and moved with caution. But in this rain, even if some suspicious person was hiding nearby, it would be difficult to notice them. Because of that, it had been Rudolph's plan to instead dash through the dangerous area. If there was a chance that their opponent was equipped with a gun, then walking slowly with their guard up would only make them targets. Taking swift action was probably the correct choice.
バラティーや、カモがネギしょってきたと思うとるかもしれんで。
頼むぜ。誰も出てきてくれるなよ。
Even as Rudolph and Hideyoshi continued to run, they looked around restlessly, vigilant of their surroundings. Rosa and Maria's deaths had not been caused by a projectile weapon. However, it was easy to suspect that the servants had been killed in such a manner. Will they come flying out of the dark? Or will they take careful aim and snipe from the shadows? Either way, they couldn't relax their tension for even an instant. But even so, when they reached the overhang in front of the entrance to the mansion and escaped the reach of the raindrops, they felt themselves breathing a sigh of relief.
まずは問題なしやな。
Yeah, then there's the trip into the mansion, and then there's the trip out of the mansion. Then, of course, another trip across the rose garden. Believe me, you're far from done.
ローザさんの時とは違う。うかつに手は出せんやろ。
そう信じたいね。 キリエ、俺たちが見張ってる間に鍵を開けてくれ。
ええ、 SP が2人もついてお屋敷に帰宅だなんて実にエグゼクティブな気分よ。
Returning home to the mansion with a pair of SPs makes me feel. What's an SP? I don't know what SP means, ma'am. I know that's what they use for that's skill points in judgment. I know that one. Or like the Game Boy Advance SP. I know that one. I know what that means. But like neither of those instances apply to this. What's an SP?
赤絨毯で召使いのお出迎えがあれば完璧や。
お出迎えか、あるかもな。用心しようぜ。
As the two cautiously surveyed their surroundings, Kiria unlocked the entrance with the master key she had been given.
開いたわ。
秀吉兄さん、戦闘を頼めるか。俺は背後を警戒するぜ。
Yeah, big chonky man. You take the front. It makes more sense, obviously. Someone gets attacked from the front, you know, you're gonna... The wider guy should take the lead. So that way any stray bullets come flying through, they're not gonna get by him. And, you know, with all the meat he's packed onto his bones, you know, he probably, you know, as long as it's not like a direct shot to something, you know, crucial, like, you know, the heart, the head, something like that, he should probably take it pretty well.
了解や。キリエさん、わしの影から出ないようにな。ほな、突入するで。
後方了解。援護するぜ。
男の人って何？
Here we go.
この状況をちょっぴり楽しんでるでしょう。
諦めろよ。それが男ってもんだぜ。しかし相変わらずひでえ匂いだな。
It felt like the air in the mansion was stagnant with a gloomy silence. And on top of that, it was still thick with the stench from Kinzo's burnt corpse in the boiler room. And they were struck with an uncontrollable desire to leave the mansion.
前方問題ないで、厨房まで一っ走りや。
とっとと済ませて引き上げよう。
I'm certain at least one of you is not leaving this mansion.
スーツが親父の匂いで燻蒸されちまうぜ。
The three of them dashed towards the kitchen. But three of them would not dash back. Uh-huh. Nope, there's the butterflies. And there's the bitch. And after they disappeared from the entrance hall, the new witch appeared there.
まんまと誘い出されたわね。
Yep, don't you kill my man Hideyoshi. A witch holds up her word, right? Like, I know you're an absolute menace compared to Beatrice, but you know, Beatrice was a cruel bitch too, but she at least held up her word when it mattered. I swear to God, if you fucking kill my man Hideyoshi. Ooh.
私の罠にまんまと引っかかってくれた。
The bitch grinned. Thinking about it now, no matter how unbearable their hunger had grown, it hadn't even been a few hours since Rosa had been attacked and lost her life. In that case, why had they needed to recklessly leave the guest house? Until that question could be dealt with, the only answer is that they had been called out by the bitch's magic.
不用心なやつ。もう生きてこの屋敷から出しはしないわ。
Don't you do anything to my man Hideyoshi! You remember your fucking promise, you cunt!
閉じよ。鍵よ。屋敷よ。
What is this, Monster House? You talk to the mansion and it obeys? The instant she proclaimed that, the mansion was sealed off into a separate world. Unless her barrier was undone, no longer would anyone be able to exit this mansion or enter it.
お見事です。無限の魔女を継承してからまだ半日も経たないのに、それほどまでに魔法を使いこなされるとは、その才能に驚きます。まるであなたは生まれながらにしての魔女のような。
Yeah, I'm...
だって私生まれた時から魔女だもの。
あなたは瞬きの仕方を誰かに習うの？
Satan.
私が魔法
Oh
を
wait,
使
no.
えるのは
I
そう
forget
いう
Satan's an actual
こと
character in this.
恐ろしいお方だ。
Just say bitch. The bitch's face twisted with brutality. She just couldn't help looking forward to toying with someone's life again.
さてさて
Nope.
まずは
Hate
リ
your
ドル
laugh.
フとキリエなわけだけど、どんな残酷な殺し方をしてやろうかしら。
失礼ながら先代様より不必要な残酷なる殺害は控えるようご指示を賜っております。そして第4の晩以降は生贄の捧げ方に作法がございます。それには
Yeah.
煉獄の7姉妹の力を借りねばなりません。
あら、そうだったの？そういえばそうだったわね。好き勝手に遊べるのはさっきの第2の晩までなのね。つまんないわ。またローザの時みたいに思い切り遊べると思ったのに。でもそれは最後の殺し方という意味でしょ？
と申しますと、
私が何度どれほどの殺し方をしよう
Even
とも
Ronove can't stand this little
生き返
shit.
らせて最後に非分の殺し方に沿えばいいわけでしょ。つまり私がこんなに面白い力、誰がおとなしくなんかするもんか。
Shut up. Oh shit, I was supposed to be reading that. I was trying to skip through her laugh fast as quick as I could, and I ended up skipping shit. Her absurd argument was, for an endless witch, an extremely valid one. The etiquette that controlled the manner of killing these sacrifices of the fourth twilight and onward was represented by the lines like gouge the head. However, that referred to the way those people died in the end. In other words, the process leading up to that, she was free to tease and kill them however she wanted. She just had to keep on reviving them, and follow the rules only when she killed them the final time. Though Ronove felt that her innocent cruelty was part of her talent as a bitch, he was beginning to notice an innately brutal side of her. Yeah. Yeah. Even Ronove doesn't trust this
魔
out.
女は見習いが最も残忍と申しますが、本当のようですね。ご随意にと申し上げたいところですが、
This is what I would like to say.
ここはやはり自重なさった方が賢明でしょう。彼らは銃を持っています。銃のような反魔法力の高い武器は魔女や悪魔の天敵です。
The witch stared blankly at this demon butler, who was surprisingly afraid of guns.
話が違うわ。魔女は弾丸なんか追いかけられてもへっちゃらじゃないのかしら。
いいえ、
No.
普通の人間と全く同じように致命傷となります。
I'm pretty sure he's bullshitting her right now, but you know what? I appreciate it, my guy.
その弱点を気取らせないため、多くの魔女は厳重に防御結界や家具の守備によって身辺を固めるのです。
私にその防御結界というのはあるの？
銃弾をも無効にする結界の構築には十分な準備と儀式が必要です。残念ながら今のベアトリーチェ様にはございません。また銃弾を防げるほどの家具の召喚も現在はその準備がありません。
これほどの魔力を持つ大魔女になりながら、それでもやはり鉛玉に怯えなければなら
Yes,
な
you
いの
do.
ね。
Absolutely. Listen to my man Ronove here.
不愉快だけど仕方がないわ。
Ronove is absolutely bullshitting her. I wonder if he is being honest, though. Nah, he's gotta be
と
bullshitting
な
her.
れば、家具を呼び出して私の手足とすればいいわけね。
はい。危険に身をさらさず家具に全てを任すのもまた魔女の優雅なるたしなみでございます。ここは家具に任せ、ベアトリーチェ様は安全なところへお隠れを。
わかったわ。煉獄の7姉妹？誰でもいいわ。適当に2人。
Leviathan and Belphegor responded to that call.
嫉妬のレビアタン、ここに。
Oh, that's why your hair's green, isn't it? Because you're envy. I get it.
平のベルフェゴール、ここに。
あんたたちの力を見せてもらうわ。標的ワルドルフとキリエ、秀吉はダメよ。
Okay, so she is, right now, so far, upholding her vow to not attack Ava's family.
さあ、あなたたちがどれだけ残酷な家具なのか、私に見せて。
恐れながら先代様より不要なる残酷行為は控えるようご命令を賜っております。
Get fucked,
で
shithead.
も先代様のご命令の範囲内でいたぶることはできると思います。それでもよろしいですか？わかった。それで妥協するわ。簡単に殺してはダメよ。徹底的に追い詰めて死の恐怖を味わわせてから殺すのよ。それでいいのかしら、ロノウェ？
はい。程度をお考えいただければ問題ないかと思います。
ならお行きなさい。
はい、
お任せを。
相手は銃で武装しています。あなたたちほどのものならばかわすことはたやすいでしょうが、もしも当たれば致命傷ですよ。くれぐれも用心
ご心配なく、そのような無様は晒しません。
The two sisters of Purgatory vanished. Renove bowed and vanished himself.
殺し方にまでルールがね。なんで私が先代様に気兼ねしなくちゃな
Because
らないの？
fuck you, that's why.
窮屈でつまらない。
As the bitch looked up at the portrait of the predecessor Beatrice hung in the hall, she cursed.